All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Alexa, you can go ahead and go first.
Hey, Kurt. Obviously, you guys well familiar with LA after the back-to-back games a few weeks ago. But going back through that tape, was there anything that stood out in terms of what you'll be looking at to make adjustments going into tonight's game?
You know, the big thing is their physicality. We've got to be able to handle their physicality and embrace it, try to thrive off of it. Our goal is they averaged about 18 points off our turnovers in the two games. They've turned us over, I think, 20 times that last game. So handling their physicality, they're in a tremendous, I'm talking tremendous defensive team. And when they get you on one side of the floor, they really keep people there and do a great job. So name of the game for us is offensive execution. Then that helps our transition defense. But physicality, the word of the night.
And a follow-up, obviously with the win, you guys would clinch a double bye. And I know your team is well aware of how important that could be for the postseason, but how did you balance, stressing the importance of a win tonight and getting that kind of out of the way with also not letting that, getting the team to actually focus on the game and just not let the postseason kind of implications kind of take over too much?
Sure. We briefly mentioned it. We know it doesn't need to be talked about a lot. So it was briefly brought up, and then ultimately players immediately brought back. But the win doesn't matter as much as us executing, us accomplishing things that we want to do. Then the wins take care of themselves. And so to have players immediately say that when you did briefly bring that up, great. It was a great opportunity.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rashawn?
Hey, Coach. Rashawn Haylock, Spectrum Sportsnet. What has been the key to this 10-game streak you're on right now?
The professionalism of our players. They're willing to preparation as our first pillar, as a team, as a program. Behind the scenes in our culture, it's the first and where we start. And their preparation each and every night, through the wins, never be too high. Every game's different. Every game poses different challenges, different strengths for those opponents. And they've stepped right back into each game and prepared like a professional. Great leadership by our veterans.
Allie Clifton is calling the game tonight with me. Give me a scouting report on her.
She's a great player who turned me down, and I desperately wanted to coach. Was a local hero in Northwestern Ohio. Was a tremendous player, have a great relationship with Allie, great respect. She's done wonderful things post college. Obviously, still to this day, heartbroken that she didn't pick Bowling Green, but first-class individual, first-class player, now obviously thriving in her profession.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Charlotte?
Hey, Kurt, nice to see you. We saw a few videos of AT, it looked like, warming up again today, and I know you're probably going to get already sick of this, but just how did she do in warm-ups the other day, and just kind of, is that going to be a regular thing we see until she's going to maybe appear or not decide to appear? Excuse me.
Yeah, Charlotte, to me, I don't get to see that because I'm always back preparing and doing things, but my conversation's always then, how do you feel the next day? How do you feel after that? And so once again, through warm-ups tonight, didn't physically see it, just saw her come back in the locker room. We'll talk to her how it went. We'll talk to her how she feels in the morning. Again, it's about her. And if this is her injury, she's doing fantastic with her rehab. We feel great about it. But, ultimately, if it's meant to be, it will be because she is both physically and mentally ready to return.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, you too. You're all set, Kurt.